The experience of space and time emanates from the perfect, original, perpetual light of lights. So it is sacred. And the time we are in at any time, any moment, is sacred. That moment contains all what we consider to be time, billions of years, and space. And we are living at a time which is wonderful. After thousands of years, human efforts of acquiring, taking, appearing as being bigger, stronger, larger number of tribes, we are now at a zone globally that intelligent people realize that all humanity now is the same. Same not in color, shape, size, or economic standing, or education. Same in our deep aspiration. All of us as human beings seek a certain measure of stability, reliability, tranquility, reasonable health, reasonable expectations, some shelter, reasonable clothes, and so on, so as physically, mentally, materially, emotionally, we are reasonably stable. There is no absolute stability except death, but it goes a bit up and down, but there is general stability. So emotionally, you are stable. Physically, health-wise, you are well. And you're doing whatever you are doing in your world with the entire upward drive of our natural tendency of go higher in our consciousness, excellence. Everybody wants to be reaching, touching the point of excellence, perfection. So that's all what it is. We are all the same. Outwardly, we have to have some skills, some abilities in order for us to realize that we are all the same in a slightly different mode, in a slightly different geography, different season, different color of race or culture or religion. Sameness prevails. So the time we are living in, I think, is the best ever. We can say all of humanity is expressing, experiencing differentiated sameness. We want to be able, by will, to touch a zone of contentment and happiness. Once we touch that zone, then we are in between the world of relative time and space and the world of the absolute. The ultimate challenge of challenges comes back to that. I am living relatively between sleep and wake and life and death, and yet I want that touch of the perfection of the permanency, and that's the absolute. So all of us are the same. This is worth celebrating. So I consider this website as a tiny little local attempt to celebrate that which is local and universal at the same time and in no time. So that is the whole story. If we remember this basic, fundamental issue that we humans are between humanity and divinity, you cannot have one without the other, then you can always recalibrate with that state from which every other state emanates. So this website hopefully will help to each one of us to remember when you are emotionally out of balance, or health-wise out of balance, or in any other way you are not oscillating and vibrating between the infinite and the finite, between utter perfection and what appears to be imperfect. So we participate and do the little we can as though we are the agents of the ever-perfect. That is the story worth sharing and telling. Everything else are a bit of a bubble in nowhere. It's just gossip. But we want something that substantially in its reality. And the reality is all what pervades. Reality and truth is all what there is in reality. Everything else emanates from that and becomes diluted, and we consider it to be real. It has a touch of the real. Until such time you know that everything that exists, even what we consider a lie, emanates from the real. That is worth celebrating.